Welcome, Jason. How are you?
Thank you. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you. I want to talk to you on few eminent things, which you are kind of a subject matter expert on. But before that, could you briefly and then broadly describe your background, experiences and values, and then where you come from?
Absolutely. So I'm Jason Damouni. I'm a Palestinian. My grandparents were on both sides, came from the north of historic Palestine. They were pushed out and in 1948, and essentially dad went to America, mom's side came to Australia. They met at a wedding in Canada, fell in love, got married, had me. I was born in New York and I came to Perth when I was 3 months old. And so I grew up most of my life, well, pretty much all my life here. I'm also the chair of the Palestinian community of Western Australia, as well as the communications director for Palestinian Christians in Australia. I am also a subdeacon in the Melkite Catholic Church at our local parish here in Mount Lawley. I guess that's the most concise introduction I can give with a little bit of family history.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. You've been working as a communication director for the Palestinian Christians. So there are these two words typically for an average listener or viewer do not probably sit together, might not sit together. So just elaborate on the word Palestinian and Christians.
Absolutely. So a lot of people tend to think that all Palestinians are Muslim, despite around 30% of the global population of Palestinians are Christians. Growing up in Australia, there have been a few times where people have asked me, "Oh, so Jason, what made you convert to Christianity?" And I would have to reply to them, well, 2,000 years ago, Jesus came, and the first community of Christians were from historic Palestine. So Palestinian Christians have always been a part and have predated Islam as a community in that region. And I guess due to the framing of the current situation there, or the situation that has been going on for the last 76 years plus, has always been framed as a war between Judaism and Islam. And because we only tend to hear one narrative through our major media outlets, people often don't double click on the things past that. And so they'll miss out on things that, oh, hang on a second, there are Palestinian Christians there too, and they're just as affected by this, by the situation there as well. So Palestinian Christians have played a very big part in the Palestinian national identity. In fact, intellectuals like Isa El-Isa, who founded the newspaper Palestine in 1911, and even before that, another Palestinian intellectual called Najib Nassar, who founded the Al-Karmil newspaper in 1908, those two people were a part of the broader forerunners for the modern Palestinian national identity. And all the way up until present day, Palestinian Christians have been at the forefront of leadership within the broader structure of Palestinian politics.